broadcast. Go to your destinations list and click
Right,
on.
we're live.
We're live.
We are live. Yep, 13 seconds in.
Yep.
So we're just waiting for people to come in now.
Oh God, a bit of echo because I've had the stream on my phone. I'll put my phone down.
So what's the plan for the next Wonder Kids thing then? Do you want to do it as a weekly thing or?
We'll have to see. Because obviously this week our schools are off.
Yeah.
A lot of like what he hit.
Hiya, Jen, you all right?
Evening, Jen.
How are you?
She didn't expect that.
We just thought we'd
Surprises.
do you want to get together and surprise us? We like surprise, giving you surprises.
We just need Dunk to go on and say, look, better room.
Can you hear us loud and clear, Jen? Surprise, yes, you can hear us. Can you see the chat, Darryl?
Yep.
You can?
Yep, I've got evening, boys. All right, guys, surprise. So I've got the chat. So if I go...
So what did you think of the game yesterday, Jen? Good stuff. At least you can hear us loud and clear. I've gone through StreamYard. I was just saying to Darryl, actually, that you'll be the first one through the door.
Yeah.
I said, I bet you any money, it's only me, you, and Jen.
Probably. Did Jen see the video from the other night?
What did you think of the video that we did for the Wonder Kids, Jen?
This is why she says she hasn't seen it.
I wonder if there's a way that we can get these chats to come up automatically without having to press on it.
I've got no idea. It just tells us they show up and they click, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I did as well. City were brilliant, though, to be fair, Jen. I thought they were fantastic. You know, they just couldn't get the job done. And like you say, did you watch it all, Jen?
Oh, 1 hour of it.
I just thought, like you say, Slot got his tactics right.
And we parked the bus brilliantly.
Yeah, definitely. Did you watch mine and Martin's video as well, Jem?
Let's turn that off so you don't.
Ah, right.
I mean, the first half went quite quick, but that second half did not. That 20 minutes. I mean, it was. I remember my eldest was in the room, and I remember saying out loud at 69 minutes, this 21 minutes is going to seem like hours. And I was doing stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, we must be close to full time. And it was like 75 minutes. I thought it's only been six minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we need that third goal. And then we got the third goal. And they put the VAR up showing offside. But if you look on the freeze frame, you can see the ball's already left the foot. But to be fair, I don't think it would have made much difference. I think when we got to like 91 minutes, I thought, yeah, we've got the points here.
Yeah.
But even though they had the goal ruled out, did they have an actual clear-cut chance.
I don't think so, to be honest.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Marmoush's his goal was definitely offside, but it made me nervous at first. The only problem with Doku, or whatever he's called, Doku, is it?
Doku.
Jeremy Doku,
Belgian
is
winger.
it?
Yeah.
He's good on the ball, isn't he? But he runs into brick walls. There's nothing even there.
Oh, he had Trent in his pocket all the afternoon, and then did nothing with it.
No. Yeah, I've seen that. Haaland crying in the stand. The big baby, isn't he? Crying because he thinks he might have made a difference. I don't think he would have made a difference, to be honest. I don't think... has he actually scored against us at all this season? Or in the last 2 seasons?
I don't know about City being poor. They had a lot of the ball. It's just they got to 20 yards out. They just couldn't get through.
No.
De Bruyne did pretty much nothing.
You thought City was poor, Jen? I don't think City was poor. You've got a little something after your name, Jen. Have you noticed?
I've just noticed myself, actually.
I don't think she's noticed because she would have said something by now. No, I don't think it would have made a difference. Spectre Spanner, that's it. You're better than Spectre, though. At least you turn up.
Like, can we have the Friday night review? Can we have the Friday night review? That Friday night review came and Spectre wasn't there.
Spectre Spanner. It's not the Spectre Spanner, is it? It's the Jen Spanner now. The Queen of Copites of Anfield. Don't tell me, missus.
This is where you can be heard.
Yeah, I love Spectre. He's such a genuine, nice fella. He's been a massive supporter of mine since day one. That reminds me, he's changed his account, hasn't he? So I need to add his new account on as a moderator.
Why did he change it?
I don't know. I think he got hacked or something.
Maybe.
I'm not fully sure. They're all good, Jen, yeah. Jen's just playing Fortnite. And then the little ones just doing their own thing like they always do. Well, the elder two are with a boyfriend. Well, the middle one's talking to a boyfriend and the elder one's downstairs with a mum, I think. The man of mystery, yeah. We've told her that the next Cop Talk meeting, he's got to come. I'm going to ask the question, Jen, but I know I probably already know the answer. What score are you going for on Wednesday?
7-1.
He's all right, Jen, yeah. He had a bit of a scrap yesterday. Been getting bullied. He got jumped by a couple of cats out the back.
We've had cats outside the past 2 nights. What time was it? It was about between 8 and... I think it was between 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 on Saturday. And then last night I could hear them meowing and scrapping out there. My 2 were up and one was tail all fluffed up and the other one was like, what the devil's going on?
8-0. I think we've only got to win 7 more games to get the title.
Well, we've got 11 left with 11 points clear. Arsenal have 12. Arsenal can get 36 points realistically. But we've got 11, so say 25. So it would be what? 9 games and a draw? Or 8 games and a draw?
Definitely
9
hold
wins?
its own, Jen. Don't worry about that. Well, I think if we win all of our games, we get 97 points, and they can only get something like 89.
What are they on now?
I'm not sure. Let's have a look.
Add 36 to it. Table. They're on 53. They can, 89. We can get 97, which is 8 points difference. Because if they win their game in hand, it's an 8-point gap.
Michael's perception.
Well, they reckon if we win the next 7 games,
21
when we
points.
get to the Arsenal game, we'll have already won the league. So I think by rights, they should give us the Guard of Honour.
Well, it's at Anfield, isn't it? So
They should though, shouldn't they?
City did,
Well,
if I remember right.
I think Forest will take points off them. They play Forest, don't they, on Wednesday? Or is it Saturday? No, it must be Wednesday. Because it's FA Cup this weekend, isn't it?
Oh, I've got no idea.
So I'm sure we don't play. Or do we play Southampton this weekend?
Chelsea play Southampton tomorrow. Wolves play Fulham tomorrow. Palace play Villa. Brighton play Bournemouth.
I'm not sure, Jen. Who do we play last game of the season, Darryl?
I know the third last is Arsenal's home, then it's Brighton. Is it Palace?
Could be Palace. I know we play Arsenal, don't we? Third to last. I tell you what would be funny if Plymouth knocked City out of the cup this weekend.
Well, Saturday, 10th of May, we play Arsenal at home. So let's say it's going to be the 17th, is it? Or must be midweek. Brighton away on the 18th. Is that the last game? I'll go to our fixtures. Might be Brighton. I thought Brighton was the penultimate game. I thought it was Arsenal, Brighton, and then somebody else, but maybe not. 10th of May, we play Arsenal. 18th of May, we're away to Brighton. 25th of May at Anfield, Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Palace.
So you're right, Jen. It is Palace at home.
Which will be... 25th. So the 10th is a Saturday. 18th. It's going to be Sunday, isn't it? All will be 4 o'clock kickoffs. So they'll all be...
I'm hopefully booking my tickets tomorrow for the charity match. Liverpool and Chelsea.
Oh, for the foundation?
Yeah, hopefully booking them tomorrow.
The one that Sven managed last year?
Yeah, Dalglish is doing it again this year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Because my missus is coming with us as well, because she knows all the Chelsea players, because her brother supports Chelsea. So she knows, like, Drogba and all that. Hiya, Henry. You all right, mate?
Right, Henry?
How you doing?
Knows all the Chelsea players.
Thanks for joining us, Henry. How you doing? just waiting for everybody else to come in now. There should be quite a few in tonight, I would imagine. Yeah, I believe you worked very well, Henry.
Yeah, he said he didn't have a great time of it. Well, I'm hoping if all goes well, we get the title sewn up early. I can get down to the last home game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very
which
true.
would be Palace, because Brighton's kind of too far.
I honestly think it'll be over by then.
Yeah, but that would be was that not the one where Klopp would be going to? Was he not going to cut? Wasn't that rumoured he'd go to the last home game?
Yeah, he said he was going to come to the last game, didn't he?
So that would be the one I'd want to go to. And to be honest,
they are. Yeah. Torres is playing Gerrard, Skirtle, Agger, Dudek. Be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it was a great game. Did you watch it, Henry? Yeah, you can say whatever you want, Henry. You don't have to ask permission. You crack on, mate. I'm just going to, if you want to talk, Darryl, I've just got to do something a sec.
I'm just saying, it's just Henry's asking about the Nunes trying to fight, go away. I don't mind.
I'm just saying.
I just need to try and do this.
You don't want to shut the TV off.
Yeah, it can be quite stressful, can't it?
I think
and it was a stressful game, Henry, to be fair, really stressful.
If you want a stressful Liverpool game, Istanbul 2005, half 3-0 down.
Yeah.
I think I've flung the remote across the room, turned the TV off, stormed downstairs, got a drink, decided to come back up. I think we're 5 just into the second half.
Yeah, what a game that was.
No, he hasn't, Jen.
No, it's not good enough, Jen.
I don't see how it can be controversial if you either like him or you don't, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't.
And the thing is, as well, Fowler hit the nail on the head for me when Fowler said, it's all right running your socks off, but you get paid to score goals. And I think that's true, to be fair.
Yeah.
Are we missing someone? It says that there's 3 people on the chat.
Maybe they haven't spoke yet. Well, does it not tell you who the participants are?
I don't know, mate, to be honest. I've never done it off StreamYard before.
For me, it just says 2 viewers. It's probably Spectre. King of lurking.
Lurkers, yeah, you can't beat lurkers.
Your comments with Martin said Gareth's comments on mine, because I don't remember discussing it with, I might have discussed it with Martin, I can't remember.
I don't know what I'm doing here. So what do you reckon for the team on Wednesday? Do you think it would be basically the same team?
Well, they can't change right back because there's nobody else. They may start with Simicast. I don't know. Centre backs aren't going to change much. I can't see Ali being dropped. It's hard to say because we don't know whether Gakpo's fully fit.
I definitely think Gakpo starts. I agree with Jen.
If it is, it's going to be. Do you reckon it'll be Gakpo, Jota, and Mo?
Yeah. Nunes slagging him off. Who was he slagging off, Henry? My comments with Martin, what was that? I can't remember now.
Must be something on that video.
Yeah, it must be. I enjoyed them 2 videos, them 2-hour videos that I did. I thought they were really good. 2 completely different videos, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was me and Martin with a slagging session, me and you just talking about absolute wonder kids. It was 2 really good videos. No, I don't think Jota starts either, Jen.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. I want to get more people on though. If anybody else wants to come on and do a video with me about how this started supporting Liverpool or whatever, everybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. If you want to jump on, Jen, just let me know. You can jump on and tell us all about this. What was it? Party that Dunk always talks about. All right, Carl, how's it going, mate?
Evening, Carl.
What was it, Jen, that Dunk always says? That you had some tinsel in your hair or something? I need to.
The ratings are back.
Yeah, the Christmas one. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, the Birmingham do.
Yeah. No, not Birmingham. A Christmas one. She didn't come to Birmingham.
Leeds, Sheffield United. Well, that's going to be a cracking game. Leeds United, Sheffield United, top of the championship. Oh, did you see the Paul Joyce stuff today?
Yeah, he's turning into Mr. Obvious, isn't he? All he seems to do is just talk about stuff we already know.
Whereas now we can technically say it's been confirmed. Less stressed.
Still buzzing, Carl. Still buzzing.
Less stressed. That last 25 minutes, half hour was very long.
No.
No,
Nunes.
Game against Villa that Nunes missed an open goal. It wasn't an easy chance.
That was funny what you said the other day, Jen, when you said chickens and not just for Saturdays, for every day or something like that. That was so funny. Flashing lights. I think I've missed part of the chat here,
Silver. I'm just going back to Henry's comment there about Nunes. About it being a hard chance. I would say, all right, he was left of the goal. He had an open goal. He shouldn't have been skying that. It wasn't a gold standard open goal, but he should have not been putting it over the bar for me. But it's not the first time he's done it. I mean, later on that game, he played the pass, and I think it was to Dom, and you think it went nowhere near him. It went close to the corner flag, and it's not the first time he's made a complete hash of something. And then sometimes he does something amazing.
That's the thing, isn't it? He scores some great goals, but he doesn't do it often enough. I think when he has to rush something, he overthinks it.
His problem is when you're playing up front, you may say get a cross come over, and you have no time at all to read the cross, read the flight of the ball, where it's going, where you think the defenders are going to go, and try and anticipate where to get into the space.
Definitely, Jam.
He can't do that quick enough.
No.
That is my problem with him. He can't read. I mean, I'll go back to what was one of the watch-alongs we did. I think it was Newcastle. I think we did a watch-along for that. And I remember putting in the chat where it's like the ball's coming, and I'm just saying, Darwin needs to get to such and such a space. And he ran nowhere near where I'd said, and the ball went to where I said it was going to go.
Yeah.
Like I'd read. And confidence is an issue as well. But his reaction time, his thinking is not great. So I don't think he'll ever in a big league, big club, be a successful number 9 permanently. And I just don't see him performing in the Premier League at a decent enough level.
No. I think if you went back to Portugal, he'd go back to the way he was. Like Portugal or maybe Germany or something like that.
I mean, I've just seen you there. He doesn't get a run of games. But the thing is, now, we could play him for 11 games and maybe get 1 goal from him. Or we could play Jota for 11 games. It's actually not my room. If you look, my arm disappears. It's a generated background. That's what Gareth said. He said, I like your living room. He said, it's not mine. I don't have a piano, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Henry was brilliant at Benfica, but he played on the left wing, didn't he, at Benfica? Maybe you should try him on the left wing, but then again, who's he going to get in above? He's not getting above Gakpo.
We've tried him on the left. He hasn't performed that. That's the thing.
No.
I'm going to have a look. What's his goal scoring history? Helps if I can type. Darwin Núñez. Let's have a look.
He said he's already spotted that, Darryl. I guess he's pulling your leg.
He's got a total of 107 goals in 269 games. Before he went to
playing with at Benfica, wasn't it that lad who what's he called? I can't think of that lad up front. Who was he playing with up front?
Benfica. I can't remember. To be honest,
Who did Darwin Núñez play up front with at Benfica?
That's probably where you get the best of him up front if you play the 4-4-2.
Yeah, so he's got a partner.
Yeah.
It's a good shot, that, Henry.
I've said that a few times. but we don't have the personnel really to pull that off. I'm just looking. Let's have a look. Squad 21-22.
Was it Nuno Gomez?
I'm just looking at their squad. They had Rodrigo Pino, Araujo, Luka Waldschmidt, Carlos Vinicius, Haris Seferovic, Gonçalo Ramos, Roman Yaremchuk.
Did you read Dunk's newsletter, Jen? If you haven't, you ought to read that. That's a player that we've talked about before in the past who's a fantastic player. We can get him through the door. He'll be brilliant. It's the striker from RB Leipzig.
Oh, Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah. I reckon he'd be a perfect signing. He's only 21. I liked Sesko when he played for the Austrian team. Which what?
Oh, because he just signed this summer, didn't he, Sesko?
Yeah, and he's just signed a new contract till 2029. What was he like, Henry? Yeah, that's the one, Jen. Sesko. They're saying that he's the alternative to Isak. I like it, Sesko. I'm trying to think. Salzburg. I couldn't think of the name of the team now. I watched him Salzburg. He was brilliant there.
I didn't see the Leipzig game at the weekend, actually. I saw a bit of the Stuttgart-Hoffenheim one when Hoffenheim equalised.
Nice, Henry. What was I going to say? I'd take both, Jen, but they're not going to fork out, 180 million, 200 million. I just can't see it. What was I going to say? Sesko. 6'5", Sesko. I couldn't believe that when I read that.
Oh, he's not. He's tall.
6'5".
Yeah, he's tall.
And he's fast. He's strong. He's got ability. For me, he's the perfect player for FSG. He's an FSG signing.
What? Non-existent?
200 million stinks of total bullshit.
Maybe we'll play our new signing against Newcastle, Ni Foucault.
Yeah. That was brilliant, that, wasn't it? Who was it who put that in the chat on one of Dunk's streams?
Me. It was before the Villa. I said, well, we'll play our new signing against Villa, Ni Foucault. Couldn't you? What would it take to sign him? Obviously, it depends on where Wolves end up, because if Wolves go down, which I don't think is likely now, because I think the bottom three are pretty much getting cast adrift, aren't they? Southampton are pretty much gone. 9 points from 26 games, and they are what? 13 points from safety? Is it?
I like Kuna though, Carl. I think he's a good player. He reminds me a lot of Firmino.
Yeah, Southampton on 9 points. Wolves fourth bottom 22. There's a 5-point gap between Ipswich and Leicester and Wolves. And then West Ham are on 30. So literally West Ham up are safe, I'd say now. Unless Man U get points deducted.
after that difficult win over Arsenal. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. But it is funny.
Yeah, Wolves won as well, didn't they? They beat Bournemouth.
Yeah. Good result for Newcastle as well against Forest.
That was a game of
Really
two
good.
halves, literally. So it was,
Yeah.
who was it? I can't remember who gave it away. Gave it away to Hudson-Odoi, who just buried it. And then I think it was 10 minutes later or something, Newcastle scored. So it went from 1-0 to 4-1 in 11 minutes. They just flew in the goals. And then
Yeah, I
Newcastle
think Wolves
sat
are
back in the second half. It was all
Yeah.
Each Forest in the second half, and it went 4-3.
Yeah, we were just saying that before, Carl. We think Forest will take points off Arsenal. But if I'm totally honest, I'm a bit nervous about the Newcastle game because they're always high scoring games, aren't they? I mean, look at that 3-3 earlier in the season. That was a brilliant game. It's just, I always remember the 4-3s and stuff back in the 90s and stuff. With
Twice in 2
Ashbilla.
years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Twice.
Ashbilla, Ginola, Fowler, Collymore. They were the games then, weren't they? Take me back years. And then we drew them 3-3. I thought, that's all. Just takes me back. Yeah, I mean, I think we will, Jen, to be honest. I think we beat Newcastle because it's at Anfield, isn't it? But I don't know if you know this, but we've only got 4 games left away from home. If we don't lose any of them games, it'll be our first time ever in the club's history that we've never lost an away game in a season.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's impressive. That's right, Henry. I would love it when we beat them. And they didn't do it. Weren't they like 15 points clear or something? And they threw it away.
I remember that. I remember because I saw it live when he was interviewed doing it. You also have to remember Newcastle have the FA Cup at the weekend. We don't.
Yeah, that's true.
They've got Brighton on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So
They'll still play the strongest team though, won't they?
I don't know because
they're wanting to get top 4 now, aren't they?
Well, the top 4.
I don't think they're that far off now after that win.
Well, if you ignore us in Arsenal, we've got Forest on 47, City on 44, Newcastle 44, Bournemouth, Chelsea 43, Villa 42, Brighton 40, Fulham 39, and Brentford 37. So there is 10 points between Brentford in 11th and Forest in 3rd.
10 points?
10 points between Brentford, I think. What was it? Yeah, Forest on 47 points, 3rd. Brentford, 37 points, 11th. So the European spots are very congested.
Yeah,
but we don't know if it's going to be top
away games,
5.
aren't they?
Fulham
beat us last season. Leicester are good whooping boys, aren't they? Chelsea are a bit hot and cold, aren't they? And Brighton are a good side, so I'd probably take, 2 wins and 2 draws?
I would take a point at Chelsea. Then again, you don't know which Chelsea team, because they're a mess at the moment. They're really...
That is very true, Henry. Very, very true. Yeah. Jen was saying earlier, Henry, that Haaland was crying. Oh, big baby. I loved it when Roy Keane said that in his post-match thingy, when he was on about Andy Robertson, when he was that ref.
Yeah.
And he said Robertson needs to get a grip to summon the big baby.
I'm just looking at the list Carl's put there. Fulham.
Haaland tears. Love it, Jen. Absolutely love
Leicester,
it.
I would expect to win. Brighton. That's hard because they beat Chelsea 3-0. And then the league game the week before, they got battered 7-0. So Brighton,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to turn up.
They're a good side. I like that manager. He seems to know what he's doing. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Henry. I bet he wishes he ripped up his contract. With that new contract as well, there's no buyout clause, is there?
How many goals were scoring in those 4 fixtures, Jen? Are we scoring 32 and conceding none? Are they all 8-0s?
That's a good question, that, Carl. I don't know.
They
You would
said
think so.
the
Surely.
previous clause he had was removed, but they didn't say anything about any clauses added.
Yeah. 10-100. Yeah, they've got a good side, Henry. I like Brighton.
Newcastle to win FA Cup.
That's a good shout. I like that.
What's
I
the
don't think we'll win the Champions League, though, to be honest. I think Real Madrid is still the team to watch.
Well, the FA Cup fixtures for the 5th round, and that's when VAR comes in, I believe. Villa at home to Cardiff on the Friday night.
I don't think anything will happen to him, Carl, if I'm totally honest. I mean, I'd like him to get relegated, but I just can't see it.
Well, we know they've won the APT case, which is the sponsorship thing, or is it they won the original one and it got revised? I don't know what happened because they had an original case and the rules got changed. And I don't know whether it was the revisions they challenged or it was the original ones that they won. So they've won that, which would benefit Newcastle and I believe Villa. But it's this 115, 130 charges. We don't know. Because if you watch that documentary that was out about a year ago, they had a thing with Etihad Airways where they'd said where the club had said they'd received 8 million. The club had said they'd received 12 million in sponsorship from Etihad, but Etihad had on their books they paid 4 million. So there was like an 8 million discrepancy. Catch up with the chat. So what was that Jen said? Was that Haaland not going to go and play in League Two? We might get a few. Well, if he's crying after a 2-0 loss at the Etihad, how's he going to feel after getting kicked to pieces by...
See, there's a good point there from Carl as well, that if City only get a fine, that's not fair on Everton and Forest. I agree with that. I would like to think that they should get them points back.
The thing with the Forest and Everton case and the City cases, there were 2 different charges, completely different charges. One was they'd submitted their finances at the end of the previous, they submitted it at the start of December or something.
Yeah.
And then they find out at the end of December whether they've breached FFP, and it's an internal thing with the Premier League, whereas the City one's going into like all sorts of legal things and courts, and it's a lot more complex, and it's sponsorship and hiding information from lawyers, so there's a bit more to it. They won't be hit with all the charge. They have to be hit with something, and apparently they are going to be hit with something.
I hope so.
The Mirror did say, or somebody wrote an article for the Mirror, and they did say it was between 60 and 100-point deduction. I've also heard a 2-year transfer ban. Now, a 2-year transfer ban would explain why they've suddenly tied Haaland down to a decade of service, and why they've just signed Vita Rice, Kusanov, and Nico Gonzalez, and Mamouche.
That's what I mean. They must be confident they're going to get away with it, mustn't they?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
We said that I'll put in the chat. Has anyone found Richard Hughes? And Henry put, nope, still AWOL, Gareth.
Has he started yet? Or is he
I
still
don't know. I think he's still on holiday, isn't he? You know, we've seen him more at the Bournemouth ground than we have at Anfield.
He's been at Anfield? All right. I must have missed that. I must have missed that one. Richard Hughes at Anfield. It's like, where's Wally?
Yeah, definitely, Henry. I agree. Not just football. Unfortunately, if they get away with this, I think that could be a way of getting rid of FSG, you know. Because if they get away with it, FSG, they may as well scrap FFP.
Carl's, I want to go back to Carl's question here, because that's a really good question. Can you see a revival in them with the current squad with injuries back and have a chance? Well, if they get their squad back and say they do get hit with a 2-year ban, transfer ban, effective, say, from the summer, so they can't buy anybody in the summer, how are they going to be? Problem is, I think Edison is struggling. He's been dropped a few times for performances. Ortega's not getting any younger, so they really need another keeper. They can't buy one if they get banned. They have no right back because we have no idea what's happening with Kyle Walker. Is he going to come back, or is he going to stay in Italy, or is he going to go somewhere else? So that's an unknown situation. Left back, who do they have?
They haven't really got a left back, have they?
No, they have Rico Lewis, but he's playing in midfield a bit. But they don't have an outstanding left back. If you look at the back centre backs, they have Akanji, Ake, Stones, and I think Stones is coming to a twilight of his career, to be fair. He's not what he was. Who have I said? Akanji, Ake, Stones, Kusanov. I don't see Kusanov as a future, to be honest. If that's the future they're pinning it on, I don't get it. I didn't get that signing. He's one for the future, maybe, but not now.
No.
And Vito Rice is nowhere near Premiership ready. Nowhere near.
No.
Jen's requested more chicken songs, and he's played full-time matches.
That's a good point as well, Jen. He could be on his way out. De Bruyne.
De Bruyne he's had a few injuries this year, so he is struggling. Bernardo Silva's not getting any younger. Gundogan's not getting any younger. Who else have they got? they've got Rodri. Now, the problem with Rodri, look at his injury. He's had a meniscus and an ACL. There's no guarantee he's going to come back to what he was before. And if he does, he will be slower, I think. He will lose pace because that's a horrible injury, a meniscus and an ACL at the same time. It's really not good.
No.
But it finished my football career completely off. That's what did me in. Who have they got on the wing? They've got Savinho.
I like him. I think he played well yesterday.
They've got Foden.
Yeah, I agree, Carl. I think Van Dijk's better than he's ever been now, though. Did you watch his interview with Jamie Redknapp? When he
I
said
haven't seen it.
It's really good. It's on my community tab. Basically said that his mind and his body are in probably the best shape of his career.
And I'll see what Doug means by comments. Being behind on comments.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
So there's a few here. Both Carl and Henry have come up with some brilliant ones. I'm going to try and touch all of them because obviously the aging players and the desperation. And then you've got Grealish and Doku. I don't see Grealish having a long-term future. I mean, I know he's injured at the minute, but there's something happened there. I don't rate Nunes. I don't think he's going to be their future. Kovacic, it's a bit of an odd one. Foden's obviously top player. He'll be the one they build the midfield on. But without Haaland and Mamouche, they've got Oscar Bob, who's been out since the Community Shield with injury. So he's been out long term, even worse than Rodri. McAtee and Lewis. I don't think they've got enough there. As for the desperation, well, they needed defenders because they were struggling at centre-back, but I don't think they've bought the right defenders. They needed Nico Gonzalez because they have no holding midfielder, really. Mamouche was the odd one. I don't see why they bought Mamouche. That would be the one for desperation, Mamouche.
I think they only bought Mamouche because they didn't want us to get him.
But we openly, publicly said that there was nobody available. And we don't know what's going to happen with Wright Phillips, who's at is it right? Calvin Wright, who's at Ipswich. I don't see him a future for him at City anyway. I just think that squad needs a rebuild completely and build it around Haaland. Excuse me. Build it around Haaland, Foden. And they haven't really got anybody at centre back. No. Leeds are losing 1-0. Were we in for Mamouche? We monitored him. I don't think.
Monitor FC.
Apparently, we're still monitoring Bellingham. But,
Still monitoring Bellingham, definitely. Yeah, that's what Joyce was saying.
Well, I'm just saying Henry's thing about Salah and Mamouche. No, they're good friends. He said he was always there for Mamouche, and he's spoken of his relationship with him. It wasn't Mamouche. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't Mamouche.
Yeah, you could see it in his face, Carl. He wasn't happy, was he, when he got that goal disallowed? I thought I bet he was thinking, "Oh, we should have gone to Liverpool now." That's a good one, Henry. Yeah, we're monitoring Jude Bellingham's pay packet.
I'm surprised Arsenal didn't go in for him, Mamouche.
It'd be a great signing for the money. I can't believe Arsenal didn't sign a striker. They must have known.
Oh, they bidded for a striker. They bidded for Ollie Watkins on just hours before Villa's Champions League match.
That's a bit naughty, that, Jen. Oh, please, can you imagine if Trent goes and Jude arrived at Liverpool?
Not happening.
I don't think any of them can. They can barely speak English, Henry. Never mind Spanish.
I'm just reading cast.
Compared to Anfield night out. Oh, you never know.
When are you buying the drinks?
Yeah, I can't afford to spend the money that Dunk spent that night. No chance. Oh my word. He was going out. Oh, he was going mad with everyone. Every time someone went to the bar, he was like, no, we had to say to him, Dunk, let us buy a drink for ourselves. He just wouldn't let us buy a drink. He even tried to get us to get some pizza sorted for us, and they wouldn't do it. Dunk money. Yeah. Yeah, apparently he tried to arrange for pizzas for us all. And they'd said, yeah.
He was
and then when we got there, they said no.
Happened.
So, yeah, I'm afraid if they have a cop out to Anfield night, I think everyone will have to buy their own drinks. I'm gutted that we're not doing another Cop Talk get together before December.
I think he's got stuff on him end of April, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's going back to America and stuff, isn't he? So that's a shame. Jen will find a DJ that'll play a chicken song. You don't worry about that, Carl.
We don't want a DJ that'll play it. That's the point. That song is banned. Sorry, Jen. No more chickens.
Yeah, it really was, Henry. It was a great night. Absolutely brilliant. And just think, right, that was just something like, was it half an hour video or something like that? He got down, or 45 minutes or something like that. He got it down to 8 minutes. Hour long stream, that was it. And it was brilliant. A lot of the time, we couldn't get it recorded because there's just too much going on. Everyone was all over the place. Brilliant night.
Robin Spector.
That was funny, that Robin Spector. I was gutted you couldn't make it, Carl. I wish everyone was there. It was such a good night. I even said that I had a double bed for me and Jen. We wouldn't be sorted. But yeah, you've got to try and get there in December, because it was really good. Although, to be fair, me and Watty spent most of the time in the smoking shelter talking to everyone. It was me and Watty and just loads of people, and everyone else was in the bar. A double bed, Jen, yeah. Had a double bed for us. Our own little apartment, TV, and it had a microwave, a kettle, everything. Would have been sorted. Although you wouldn't have liked it at the end. I decided to go for a walk on my own around Birmingham. Couldn't find a taxi. My phone died. So, nightmare. And then I found a guy who took me back. And I don't know how. It must have been pure luck. But he ended up having a charger because he had an iPhone in his car, and for some reason, he ended up with a Samsung charger as well.
Yeah, I know, Henry. I've got the game on in the background. The Sheffield United Leeds game. Currently 1-0 to Sheffield United, about nearly 37 minutes played.
Oh, nice. What, from Dunk's cousin's house, you mean? I always thought you lived in Liverpool, Carl, for some reason. Yeah, what is class, Jen? He really is class. He's exactly like he is in the chat in real life.
Does not surprise me.
All right.
Oh, he was out with Brian last night, wasn't he, Dunk?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you lived in Liverpool, Carl. So your mum lives in Spain. Ah, right. I'd love to move to Spain. That's not going to happen now that we're out of the EU, though, is it? It's completely ruined it for us, unless the Don can get us there, get us back in.
Who knows? Who knows?
Only time will tell. We'll have to start wrapping up soon. My missus will be up soon. She likes to watch her series and stuff at 9 o'clock. Spain is overrated. Oh, yeah, Jen.
Is it better than Costa del Pompey?
Is that where you're from, Jen? From Portsmouth?
Portsmouth way, I believe.
Burnley, yeah, I would say Leeds, Sunderland and Burnley.
Sunderland lost to Hull at the weekend.
Did they?
Yeah, 1-0.
My daughter's boyfriend lives in Portsmouth, Jen.
Well, at the minute, it's Sheffield United on 73 points, Leeds on 72, Burnley 68, Sunderland 62, and then West Brom and Blackburn, Coventry, Bristol, Watford, Norwich,
Yeah.
Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, pretty much, and Borough probably fighting for.
Sunderland are out of the playoffs, are they, Henry? All right.
No, Sunderland are in the playoff spots. They're fourth. Playoff spots are currently Burnley, Sunderland, West Brom, Blackburn.
Blackburn, West Brom could be a side to watch.
Well, at the minute, Coventry on 50 points. And that's
Frank Lampard's team, isn't it?
51 points for Blackburn in 6th, and Preston 42 points, 15th. So it's quite tight, middle of that table.
Yeah. You weren't born in this country, Jen.
Initially, she goes Scotland.
Scotland. My brother-in-law's from Scotland. I've been winding him up saying that Gerrard's going back as manager because that Clement got sacked, didn't he?
No, not Barry. Duncan Ferguson.
Barry Ferguson, yeah, he's taken over for now, isn't he?
Ex-Everton.
Singapore. No way.
Wow. Never.
I didn't know that. When did you move to England then?
And she was a weird at. This is she goes 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Carl. You do learn something new every day.
So what did you learn new that yesterday?
I think I should do a video with you, Jen. I bet you've got some awesome stories. I could sit all day talking to you. Ah, in the late 60s. I've never been to Singapore. I've never been anywhere in Asia, to be honest. I always wanted to go to Asia, though.
Well, whatever it is, Jen, don't give it to us.
What have you got, Jen? Tell us.
As long as it's not a poultry request of any kind.
Yeah.
Talking
I
of
bet
chicken,
it
I
is.
think that's for my dinner tonight. Breaded chicken covered in bechamel sauce and cheese.
Yeah.
Can't beat a Parma.
Chicken. Chicken song. Hi, Jenny, Jenny. The wife's here. Better behave now. Stop talking about her.
Catch you later, Henry.
See you later, Henry. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Take care, man.
Yeah, the boss is in, Carl. Better behave now. Mrs. Copites of Anfield is in the building. What you trying to say? I've got a big mouth. Oh. Why have you come in anyways, Jennifer? Have you come in to tell me it's time to wrap up? We've just started watching the new Dexter series. Have you watched any of that, Darryl?
No.
Did you watch the original series?
Wife did. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant. I like that, Carl. The two gens. Just saying, babe, that we should get Jen on for an interview, shouldn't we? Or you could interview her for the channel. Now that would be good.
That would be the two gens then.
Saying that though, all you should do is talk about series. Usually in the chat, they're usually saying, "Oh, I've watched so and so," and Jen will say, "Yeah, I've watched that as well." That is gold. That is money. I know. I'm only just recovering now. You haven't got a face for radio. It'd be good. I'd have to.
Oh, for God's
It'll
sake.
take me a while to upload it though.
Jeez.
She does. She loves the chicken song, Carl. Loves it. Exactly. The two gens in an interview. What? You could tell them your stories about us meeting just before the 2005 Champions League final. And Jen could tell you about her stories from Singapore. She was born in Singapore.
Tell you what we should have, Carl. If Jen goes to any meetup, she has to go dressed as a chicken. No chicken outfit, no chicken song.
You are doing a video, Jen. Whether you like it or not, you're doing it.
Believe it or not, an hour-long video doesn't seem like an hour.
It does.
Seems like 20
it flies
minutes.
by. Yeah, it does. It
It
really
looks
does
like
fly by.
Carl's giving that one the thumbs up.
Well, you've said it now. You've said gender superior, so you've got to prove it. There you go. She's said it now, so it's going to stay there as proof. I'm going to screenshot it and everything.
Oh, the one the kids
Superior in
want,
the
Carl.
kitchen.
Yeah, it was. Well, considering the prep we did for that, I don't think you could get a more unplanned, unscripted, unexpected video going. Because I think Gareth had said, "Do you fancy doing a video?" I said, "Well, I have to do it on my phone because at the minute I've got no webcam." And then we decided to do the video that night as I've sat in the McDonald's drive-through. We'll go up, set the video up, and he's like, "Can you? I can't hear you." And it's like, "Well, I can hear you. I'm going through all my settings." And he's like, "You know what I've done? I've muted everything."
She is, Jen. She's a wizard in the kitchen. She just made a nice pork roast. Beautiful. Pork chops.
Cook with Jen.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no prep at all for that video. It was just basically jump on. I gave him a few topics we're going to talk about, and he said, let's just do it. So we just cracked on.
I think you threw one question in there at the end because I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah.
It's like, just put me on the spot. Okay, yeah. Have you had any hate from Wolves fans yet?
No, not yet. It's coming though, I'd imagine. Yeah,
After saying we'll just take 8 Nori Gomez and Cunha.
Well, that's it. It's authentic.
All he did, he just had, I want to talk about this, and he gave like 4 bullet points. I said, do you want to make some notes? I said, just ask the thing, and I'll go off it. I can expand on it or keep it as brief as you want. I'll just go with you taking the lead.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him about it, Carl, definitely. I have mentioned it to him. Like he said, he's up for it, so it's whether we can get us all on the same night. We
were hoping to do that on, was it Friday?
Yeah, Friday Thursday or Friday this week, hopefully. But it depends. I mean, Martin was going to jump on with us tonight, but he has his meeting on a Monday night, so he couldn't do tonight. So hopefully we can do that Thursday or Friday, which should be good. But it just depends because we'll be doing our Talking LFC on Thursday or Friday as well. So I'll have to just see what Martin says and see if we can get us all together at the same time. I mean, it's not so bad for me because I'm free most nights. Usually I spend time with my mate on a Monday night playing FIFA, but not heard from him today, so that's why I've jumped on and done a live.
Oh,
I love Martin.
It's hilarious, Carl. Absolutely hilarious. Mine just depends on the day. I don't plan stuff because every time I plan stuff, something comes up. It's like Saturday night, I planned to go to the cinema. It didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Martin is a very, very funny guy. He's so dry. I've been lucky enough since I met him in Birmingham. We talk to each other every single day now. That's where the Anfield War idea came up, the Talking LFC. There's plenty of ideas that we keep bouncing off each other, but obviously Martin's not been very well recently. Obviously, I need to spend a bit more time with the missus and and the kids a bit more. That's why I went to Liverpool on Friday. So there's just so much to do and not enough time, unfortunately. Exactly. You should do the rota, Jen.
Only thing is, I plan to go to the cinema on Saturday night, and somebody decided to come down with a bug and then have seizures for about an hour and end up having to go to A&E. And then getting home at 2 a.m.
I know.
Oh, he's fine now. He's just got a bit of a temperature now and then, but the seizures are stuff. But see, a bug, so it's like a common cold, lowers the seizure threshold.
What do you mean, who am I again? I'm your frigging husband.
You need to screen that needs highlighted and screenshotted. I wonder if I could do that.
I've just starred it on the chat. Yeah, he's not had it easy, Jen, the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's 2026 coming yet. That's how January and February felt. So I don't plan stuff because every time I've planned to go to the cinema like 3 times, and I know each time I've planned to go, it's come up. So it's a case of
Why have you got a screenshot of it there? You don't need it.
Yeah, I was going to go and see Captain America. That's never happened. So by the time I get to go and see it, it'll be on Disney Plus. I don't know if you have that, Gareth, but that's gone up a year. Disney Plus. They put the price up on that. It's got to go above the bed. They'll go opposite the bed, so when you wake up in the morning, it'll be like blown up with your face and say, "Who are you again?" or as a canvas.
Yeah, massive canvas.
Yeah, Disney Plus has gone up 20 quid. It's gone up from 110 to 130. If you have the no ads and the 4K package.
Canvas it.
We need a photo.
Well, I suppose we better start wrapping up. We've been going for an hour and 18 minutes.
Oh, sorry, the Sheffield United goal.
You need to stop swearing on my stream, you troublemaker.
Oh, it's an own goal off the keeper. What's he done?
Carol, we've got a swearer on our stream.
Ooh.
You is very naughty.
I'll let her off. She's complaining. It's about the price of Disney Plus. Yeah, it went from like went from like 40 to 80 to 110.
All right, Dave. Yeah, we're just about to shut down. We're going in about 5 minutes.
All right, David.
Yeah, I did schedule it like.
What are you gonna do?
About 7 hours ago. Yeah, we'll do another one again soon. I just thought I'd jump on tonight and do a live with Dunk. Dunk messaged me and said, "You fancy doing a live tonight?" So I said, "Yeah, why not? Gives him a night off, doesn't it?"
And I got asked about like late afternoon. I fancy jumping on. I was like, I'll jump on, but I've got no webcam yet.
Yeah.
So you rang me, and as you're on the phone, then knocked at the door with the webcam.
Yeah.
Tested
Yeah,
it, and it
It was
works.
lucky that, you see. How are you, David, anyway? What did you think of the game yesterday?
How long have you been at work for?
Well, the next
9
one will
o'clock.
no doubt. I don't know when
Hopefully
the
that
next
one's
one
on.
will be. I'm thinking maybe Friday night, maybe, depending if I get the talking LFC done with Martin on Thursday. Maybe do Friday night.
And answer that question, Carl. I to join the stream. Gareth sends a link for me to join the what's called the stage. So you have to, you're on a stage, so to speak, which is where the studio is. And I joined, and it opened up with that background. I hadn't even spotted it until Clara said, "Nice living room." And I went, that's not my living room. I have no idea how you change it. It just came up like that. Because I was wondering, how do I do this with sitting somewhere so I don't have like the Sheffield United game on in the background, or the little one in the background, or cats wandering around? And Jen likes cats, so. And then it's given me that. Unfortunately, I have no Steinway grand piano. I'd love one, but
Yeah, because I said to you, I like your living room. Do you play that piano? And you went, it's not my living room.
and then I went, look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
after
more defensive than
Villa and
anything else,
Wolves
wasn't it,
games,
David?
we needed that defensive display. One's in my son's bath chair, and the other one's on our bed.
Thanks for coming, Jen. Yeah, we're going to sign off now as well.
Speak to you.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and just keep an eye on the community tab. Daryl's just starting his own channel now as well. What is it, in the cop end or something?
Yeah. You've shared the link, so there's not much on there.
Yeah, the link's on my community tab. Go and give him a sub, and keep your eye on his community tab. See what he's going to post some videos or whatever.
There won't be much on this week because it's a lot harder when I've got, well, my wife's in London for work, so it's just me at home. It's even harder when I've got the kids at home with just me, because he needs literally to be one-on-one. Needs to be somebody in the room with him when he's awake all the time. He can't really be left alone for any length of time. It's like doing a 20-minute video is not really doable.
Well, they say you only have to do 3 minutes on average, don't they? So
true. That just requires me getting up to go it.
Even if you get like 4 or 5 3-minute videos in a day, it's better than nothing.
It's only just gone up. When did I put it up? Saturday or Sunday?
I think it was yesterday morning, wasn't it?
I think I did bits Saturday. Set the email up Saturday. Sunday I was going to do some Saturday night, but didn't. Sunday I did bits. I have to keep singing to him. He's been a bit better today. So I did bits.
Your promo video was good.
I was just trying to find 3 pictures that aren't licensed. is a nightmare for Liverpool. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted the intro video to be longer. For that 3 minutes, but it didn't really matter because the community, you've probably seen the community tab post things come up anyway.
Oh, has it come up now?
Yeah, I don't know if you see, but there was I put a thing up on it.
No, I haven't seen that.
It did come up. I'm sure I put it up. I think I said something about the match yesterday.
Oh, yeah. A great 2-0 win at the Etihad, one step closer. Yeah, because that's because you did your video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, then. Suppose we better sign out. Well, speak to you all soon. And thanks for joining us. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.